Welcome everybody here for some exciting OJLL action here in St. Catharines, Ontario, here at the Canada Game Centre. We got some exciting action between the St. Catharines Athletics, who are looking to punch an exciting season at first with a 15-2 record, first in the West, want to punch their ticket and head in strong. And on the other end, we have the Oakville Buzz, who are right now sitting fourth in the West with 18, with a record of 9-8. With 18 points, trying to get a good playoff spot. But I'm Lane Dashko alongside Keelan Pilon here. And Keelan Pilon, what do you think we're going to see tonight here in St. Catharines?
I think we've got two really good teams here. Obviously, St. Catharines has had a great year. Their record shows it. Maybe not a lot of people thought it was coming, but they've had a really good year. And then on the other side, I think you have Oakville, who can really surprise some teams in the playoffs this year. They've got, obviously, some really talented player in Justin Tavares with many others, but this is a team that's going to get a lower seed here in the playoffs, that it can really be dangerous to some of the top seeds.
And of course, with the Oakville Buzz, they have to worry about the Orangeville Northmen. We're going to go over some of the scores tonight, because this game necessarily might not be the biggest difference maker in the standings, but we can see a lot of action here coming into the last few days in the regular season. A lot of people, a lot of teams still trying to find their spot heading into the playoffs in that 1 versus 8 seeding.
Yeah, it's still important at this time of year, too. Every game feels like a playoff game, even in one like you said for the A's. They've already locked up the 1 seed. It doesn't matter. It's all preparation now for these teams. It's playoff lacrosse from here on out all the way till August in the Minto Cup. It's exciting.
Well, here we go. The ref is heading to the face-off dot. We got Kennedy. We got Becky Lickber from the Junior Bulldogs. He used to play on there. The team I used to cover up there in the Halton Hills Bulldogs, and the St. Catharines Athletics have the ball in their own zone, trying to make their way up the floor before the 8-second violation, and they do. Get up to the top of the key, quick shot, and Zach Konstantopoulos makes the early save here.
That's what Ari Steinhaus is good at, right? He pushes the floor really well. After a good NLL season with San Diego, expect him to keep pushing all game.
And we can look at Zach Konstantopoulos playing his 17th game. He's 9-4 with 3 overtime losses, 950 goals against average, 814 save percentage. Of course, here come the Athletics making their way down the floor once again. Quick passes here up to number 2. Zach Troll, the captain, trying to work around with the pick, get it down low to Juxton Bucktooth, and up the top of the key, trying to work it in, and a quick shot, and Zach Konstantopoulos with another big save.
Those are the A's big guns on offense there. Bucktooth and Toll, those are the two that look to get it done tonight.
And Jameson Bucktooth, of course, finding his way to the NLL with the Chicago, with the Wolves there. And we have a quick goal already, and the Oakville Buzz are on the scoreboard here early as it's 1-0 for the Oakville Buzz.
Yeah, I believe that's Tavares here, who just finds a good spot here and picks a low corner. Coming down in transition, a good pick here, and it's just taking advantage of it. You can't leave a shooter like that much space. He picks the far low corner, and he's going to pick that most of the time. He's one of the most talented players in all of Ontario.
Yeah, Tavares has 17 points in the last 2 games. The Oakville Buzz right now sitting in the last 2 games have scored plus 15 in their last 2 games, scored 18 and 17, so looking to keep it up, and they got an early 1-0 lead here, and Justin Tavares does it again. He's, of course, with a lovely pick as well, Keelan.
Yeah, it's a great transition pick. They just decide to push the floor, and when you have those numbers, you don't actually need to have an advantage. 3-on-3 is fine.
And trying to pick it up is Thomas Bagnall in the corner. He can't pick it up. The Athletics pick it up in the corner, trying to work it around there to number 12 there. Gets it down for Jameson Bucktooth. Bucktooth, who's on the part of the graduating squad, heading to the NLL, trying to work his way through the defense, but he's being hammered there, trying to get it over to number 42, Aaron Booth. Booth trying to find a pick here at the top of the key, takes another shot, and Konstantopoulos, and then makes another key save there.
So far, so good for Konstantopoulos. Very good goalies. Brother plays for the Buffalo Bandits in the NLL, so a couple of good goalies in the family.
Athletics going for a change right now. Oakville working their way down the floor once again, getting it up to Jamison Steele. Steele trying to work it around, getting it at the top. A nice little backwards pass to Steele there. Steele trying to get the ball in the stick there, and he's being defended well by number 6 there, Michael Welsh. And now that the Athletics trying to bully the buzzer player, and will be a shot clock violation. It'll be Athletics ball.
Yeah, that's number 10, Cody McNeil from St. Catharines. In a big trade a couple years ago. I'm sure he's happy to have a close game to home tonight.
And here come the Athletics quickly down the floor, working it around. Trying to work his way in there. Top of the key. Has to back up with the good defense there. Bucktooth trying to work it in with a quick pass and couldn't find number 19, Isaiah Paul, in tight. And here come the Buzz on a quick transition. It's a 3-on-1 working their way down the floor. Top of shot at the top of the key. Nice save by the goalie there. Ty Wilson on the play. We'll take a look at his stats in a minute. But yeah, he needed that save early in the game here as the Buzz already have the 1-0 lead. They'll make a bit of a change. Got a nice little push down here. Number 7, Tavares, working it around. Trying to get it up for Charlie Boone. Boone. Down low, once again, working it around perimeter. Trying to find a pick at top of the shot. Ty Wilson makes a save there, and the Athletics will get the ball back. Here they come down the floor quickly, still with possession. Number 27 there, Xavier Peters. He works it back for number 19, Isaiah Paul. Paul loads off the ball. He's getting shoved up there. He's trying to unload the ball there. Nice little shove there. Trying to find number 33 on the play was Blake Berard as he gets shoved off the play. Another quick play, top of the key for the Athletics. Backward pass. A nice shot there by Jaden Kennedy, but goes out of play.
That is a nifty feed from Meridian there. Steps into it, makes it look like he's going to throw the overhand, and just rips at BTB there for a quick stick to Kennedy.
Bucktooth. Oh, he takes a quick shot. Nice. Goes off the body of Konstantopoulos, and the ref has blown a whistle for holding. It's going to be a penalty. So the penalty is going to go to the Oakville Buzz there, and the St. Catharines Athletics will jump on the power play here with 16:15 remaining here in the first period. So they'll start the ball at the top. Aaron Booth gets around for Bucktooth. Bucktooth back to Booth, working it around the perimeter, down below the X. Back to the top. Nice quick shot, goes wide of the net for Aaron Booth there as the Athletics pick it back up there with Toll, the captain. Booth to Toll. Toll tries to go above the net there, hits the glass, and Athletics keep possession, but they got to be careful. 5-shot collection, and it'll be Oakville Buzz ball here with an illegal check. Coming down the floor is number 14, Liam Luza. He drops it up for Justin Tavares, who are keeping his hot streak alive with a goal already in this game. Tavares still with the ball, being double teamed, so he's got to quickly work away as they try to work around this 30-second shot clock, just trying to wear off the penalty here. Tavares still being double teamed, works it down low for number 17. Works it around, being double teamed, triple teamed, still with the ball, being hounded there to the floor, and they will kill off the 30 seconds, and the Athletics will get the ball back with a minute left on the power play.
That's a great kill there by Charlie Boone. Took a bunch of hits from a couple guys there, held on to the ball, used the whole 30. They didn't get a look in a reset, but still took a big chunk of 30 off of the clock here of the A's power play.
So Bucktooth will work it down low, back to Bucktooth. Drops it around at the top of the key. Still with it, still positioned. The captain down to Bucktooth. Around, quick shot, Konstantopoulos with the save there. And they'll try to kill off another 30 seconds and try to get rid of this power play with only 31 seconds remaining. Shot clock at 24. Trying to work around is number 23 there, Matt Kirchmeier. He drops it off. Buzz still with the ball being hounded there. Whacked away is number 33 there, Blake Berard, trying to knock it loose. Buzzer with the ball, trying to work it around the perimeter. They got 6 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Trying to kill another double team here, trying to keep the ball away. He will get the shot in the corner, another shot clock violation. It'll be the Athletics ball, but power play coming to end here in about 5 seconds. So not much time to work with.
No, that's a good kill by the Buzz there. Not a lot of great looks for the A's. The ball did move well on that last one. It ended up with Booth, but for the most part, keeping the A's shooters to the outside.
And the Buzz are tied fourth in penalty kill in the OJLL. Quick shot there, another save by Konstantopoulos, who's been facing a lot of rubber here in the last few minutes as the shots are now 7-4 in favor of the Athletics, and there'll be an illegal check. It'll be the Buzz ball once again.
That's Bucktooth coming across and laying a big pick on Toll's guy, setting a cross pick low. Bucktooth is not afraid to throw his weight around, even though he is a very talented scorer.
So Tavares will have it for the Buzz. Tavares working around, back up to number 22 there, Jamison Steele. Down for Tavares. Back to number 11, that's Boone. Boone works it around down behind the X. Still around the perimeter, trying to fight it off. Top of the key, trying to work it down in. Trying to stay out of the crease there with number 11, Boone, and will be the Athletics ball now.
Calling through the crease there on Boone. I don't know about that. That was close. I don't think Boone had an effect on where the loose ball went, but ref Mac Abbott saw it differently.
Looks like he did step in the crease just roughly there, still with possession, but as we working around number 9, Reese Stenhouse. Stenhouse shoots! Konstantinopoulos makes a nice save through the body, and the Buzz will pick it up, trying to come down quickly on transition as the Athletics look to make a quick line change here. We're going to down for Tavares. Tavares being body here. Drops it off. Quick shot there. Goes wide of the net, and that was number 51, Finn Morgan, who whistles it wide there. And Finn Morgan will pick it up with 10 seconds remaining. Got to work quickly. Tavares trying to get it down. Boone can't get it on net. 3 seconds remaining. Quick check, and it'll be a shot clock violation, athletic ball.
I like the way Boone's playing so far for Oakville. Hasn't been able to get one, but he's all over the place, and he's one of those smaller players who's like a little Energizer bunny to me. He is just a very electric player, and I expect him to get a couple tonight.
He has been electric so far, and Bucktooth trying to drop it off for his teammate there. Bucktooth trying to find the 5-hole. Konstantinopoulos using the long stick, getting it down in time to keep the ball out of the back of the net here. And the Buzz are back on transition here. Working it away, Steele, Jamison Steele. Another former Halton Hills Bulldogs drops it off for number 20, the AP. And he can't control it. Comes all the way back there. And it'll be back over. It'll be athletic ball. And they're going to work quickly here. Trying to get a quick one in. They whistle it wide. Trying to take advantage of the back over there and could not pick it up. But picked up is Jack Winarski from the Toronto Beaches. Recently picked up here for the Athletics. Still with the ball. Drops it off for the captain, Zach Toll. Toll will try to find his way in there, drops it off back for Winarski. And it looks like it might be intercepted, trying to keep back over. Just barely do, but not a lot of time to work with, only 10 seconds. Toll, the captain, trying to work around the outside of the perimeter. Got a room, got some time. Intercepted by the Buzz. They come all the way back down. Here comes Finn Morgan. Morgan being defended by Stenhouse. Morgan still with the ball coming down the far side of the field. Dropped off for Tavares. Tavares will see the lay of the land. He's calling for, he's going to be a power play coming for the Buzz, so he's trying to get his extra man out here with 11 seconds on the play clock. We're going to run top the perimeter. Here's Boone, who's been electric. Top shot goes, whistles wide, and they'll get a fresh 30. And we have an injured player for the Athletics down there. Took a hard hit into the board, so another short hit, maybe a little more short-handed at the minute. 6-on-4 shot, and Ty Kennedy makes the save. Ty Wilson, but we do have an injured Athletic on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like that's Pilling on the ground there. Looked like he just ran in there and hit his knee right off the boards. Pretty good there. And right before that, I believe Tanti Galante is going to get a penalty here just for a cross-check in the middle of the floor. Kind of took out his man a little early.
So we might see here on the replay. Yeah, unfortunately, just kind of Lucas Billing, another new acquisition from the Mimico, and like you said, he just kind of a misstep and got his knee right in the boards. That's definitely got to hurt, so he's going to need some help getting off the floor. But nonetheless, the Athletics will have to kill off a 2-minute penalty here. It's going to be Teone Gelant heading off for 2 minutes with just over halfway through the first period, and Buzz are going to be going on the power play, Keelan.
Yeah, it's interesting to see this Buzz power play, what they do with Tavares and Boone and those kind of players. Obviously, unfortunate for Pilling. Hope he's okay. But Galante, like I said, just kind of, it was off ball, didn't really need it, kind of hit his guy. It's kind of been going both ways, but like I said, Abbott decided that one is the call.
40% on the power play for the Buzz this season. That has them 7th in the league. Working around the perimeter. Quick passes here. Another quick pass, trying to get at the top of the key. Down low, trying to find number 13 there was Easton McCaffrey, but he couldn't control the ball in the stick as they work it around the perimeter. Once again, a nice backhand pass. Down low, good save there by Ty Wilson. Working around the perimeter once again, just a little bit of back and forth, trying to find some room. Another backhand pass. Still working around the perimeter. Another shot there from number 13, Easton McCaffrey, but that goes off the crossbar. It'll be a fresh 30 for the Buzz here with 10:08 remaining here in the first period here on JVI OJLL YouTube page here. Down low, back at the top of the key. They shoot and they score. And just like that, the Buzz capitalize on the power play. It's 2-0 for the Oakville Buzz.
Lots of back and forth here between Tavares and McCafferty. They just kind of kept back and forth, kind of lulled the A's to sleep a couple times. 3 resets as well. And then Tavares, it's the exact same corner as the last shot. Picks the low foot, and that's just what he does. He's, like I said, one of the best players in all of Canada.
What can you say? He He knew. When I spoke to the coaches earlier, I said, who's the player to watch? They told me it's Justin Tavares, and you can see why. He's, like you say, staying hot. Already got 2 points in this game, 7 points, 17 points in his last 2 games. Already at 2 tonight, and 9:54. The Athletics give the ball away, and it's going to be the Buzz once again pressing. As the Buzz, yeah, they had a bit of a losing streak, but the last 2 games they've been finding the offense red hot. That's got to feel good going into the playoffs, right? You're kind of cold, but getting hot at the right time, right, Keelan? Would you agree?
I would absolutely agree. And they were one of those teams, even when they were losing, it felt like they're going to click at some point here. And now, like I said, going to the playoffs, this is a dangerous lacrosse team for anybody they play.
Of course, there's also tied up with the Orangeville Northmen here, who, depending on the win or loss, they can try to stay in the 16, might even drop to 7, so they really need this game. The Athletics not needing the result as much as the Buzz. Quick shot, Constantopoulos. The shot goes off the stick. Both teams fighting for it. They're going to give possession to the Buzz here with 9:11 remaining here. So it looks like the Athletics will try to make a bit of a line change here as 19 comes off the floor. Isaiah Paul in transition, and here comes number 25, Riley Woods. Woods will try to fight in there and drop it off for his teammate. Down low is number 11, Boone. He's been all over the floor tonight. Boone working his way in, trying to find some magic. Deking and dodging. Gets it down low for his teammate around the perimeter. Trying to find something through the pick there. And Ty Wilson trips it up, but they're going to get possession for the Athletics there and maybe gets away with a call there. So here come the Athletics down the floor. It's the captain, Zach Toll. Toll working his way down, trying to find room. Gets fought up by number 14 there, Liam Luza. Back to the top, Bucktooth shoots. Constantopoulos making another key save here early in this game. He's 12 for 12 so far. Both goalies at the 12 shot mark, but one's made 10 saves, one's sitting perfect. Buzz will now have the ball with 19 seconds of possession. Tavares feeding it off. Trying to fight off the defender. Gets it down for Boone. Boone trying to find his way. Trying to find number 13 in there. Couldn't find him. There was Easton McCaffrey. He's getting bullied behind the net. Behind the net, trying to jump behind around, and bodies flying everywhere. Who will pick it up? The Athletics finally do, but ref is going to blow a whistle. And maybe a turnover here.
It looks like they're going to get Xavier Peters here on roughing by the looks of it. Looks like it was in the scrum out front for sure, and it is going to be Xavier Peters who goes here. And it's one of those ones that's close. It could be roughing. It could be a possession call. You're going to see it at the end here.
Lacrosse is definitely a more physical sport there. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that call, to be quite honest with you, Keelan. But, I mean, it looks like they were fighting for possession. I think you could have let that something you could be kind of let go, but I guess the ref decided that there's discretion there, and the Buzz are going to be going on the power play again. Quick shot in there. Ty Wilson falls down, but the shot goes wide there. Almost ends up in the Athletics bench, and it will. But they're going to give it back to the Buzz, surprisingly, as it last touched by the Athletics. So working around Tavares. A little bit of give and go here. Back to Tavares. Already 2 goals. 2 goals for the Buzz already. Big shot there. Wilson makes the save from the stick, and the Athletics will try to go on the penalty here and kill some time here with 26 seconds on the shot clock. And he's being bothered. He almost turns it over. I believe it's 8-second violation, and the Buzz will pick up the ball with 1:18 remaining on the power play here. So here come the Buzz working down the floor. Drops it off for McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets it off to Boone. Boone been a thorn on the side of the way, working around the top of the key. Up to number 22, Kirchmeier. Down low. Back to Kirchmeier. Kirchmeier shoots. Trying to find the 5-hole. Goes wide of the net. Back around the perimeter. Jump shot there. Makes a key save, and it's going to be the Buzz ball again with a legal check. Athletics having some trouble getting the ball out of their zone here, Keelan.
Yeah, that's a couple possession calls they've called on the A's there. Just in front, just kind of clearing out the front, and they're giving them the possession. Another
missed pass there to Charlie Boone as the Athletics will finally try to get this ball past the halfway mark, and they will this time. They do beat up the 8 seconds and try to kill off 24 seconds here on the shot clock. 36 seconds remaining on the power play. Drop pass there for Trent Meridian. Meridian trying to use that room, but he's being bulldozed by the Buzz in the X spot, trying the jump spot, but he steps in the crease. It's going to be Buzz ball.
That was a sneaky try by Meridian. Looks like he tried to go over, and then in the last second he went to tuck it to the low pipe. Just not enough air time to make it work.
Yeah, unfortunately his foot did land in the crease, so the Buzz will pick up the ball. They have 20 seconds to work with on the power play. Up to number 66, Cade Cordingley. Shoots. Oh, he goes for the pass. Cordingley shoots this time, and it goes off the roof. And they're going to give it back to the Buzz. Of course, Cade Cordingley, his dad is the coach, Troy Cordingley. Goes to Lisa McCrae's school. And down low, we'll work around again. Here the Buzz with 1 second remaining on the power plays. We are now back to 5-on-5 action here, but Buzz still with 21 seconds left. Trying to work it around the cup. Quick shot there from Peyton Booth, and it works into the corner. They will get a fresh 30. So the Athletics really struggling on the defensive side of the ball. Working it back for Booth. Booth down low. Trying to work it around is Boone. Up for McNeil. Back to Boone. Boone trying to find a way in. He shoots. Good save this time by the goaltender, Ty Wilson, and he'll get it up to the Athletics past the field.
Good ball movement there by Oakville. You talk about swinging the ball in lacrosse a lot of times, and when you can swing it 3 to 4 times, the goalie's got to work, and they did that really well there. They shouldn't get rewarded.
And the Athletics will try to get something set up here around the perimeter. Got someone in the X position behind the net here. See if they can find that connection. Working it down low, missed pass. 4:58 left to go in the first period. Quick shot, Konstantopoulos makes the pad save. Oh, and they try to get it back, but unfortunately send it into the corner. The Buzz will take a hard hit there as he's swarmed by 2 Athletics. They'll actually pop the ball back out and create a turnover. Working in is number 17, Jaden Kennedy. Kennedy will drop it off. Number 33 gives it up for Bucktooth. Bucktooth around the perimeter, trying to find Bucktooth in tight. Couldn't find the pass. Another missed pass there. Being shoved down is number 33, Blake Berard. Berard, he drops it off. Bucktooth with a shot. Oh, in tight. And Konstantopoulos somehow keeps it out, and Bucktooth takes a little bit of a shove for his effort there.
Bucktooth with a great effort. That was a really good offensive set by the A's. Couple resets, swung the ball a lot, get it to your guy. He almost tucks that back to the far side foot like he did the other day. Just a great stay by Konstantopoulos.
Well, of course,
again.
he is part of the Colorado Mammoth. Next year going into the NLL. So that's where he'll be playing next year. So, of course, key player for the Athletics this year. Key reason why they were so good this year. Wilson gets the shot, goes into the corner there. And they're going to give it to the Athletics here with 3:51. We're going to wait past the center field. Bit of transition. It dropped up for number 42, Booth. Booth with the ball. Trying to work away. He's got 3 defenders on top of him. Still runs around. We're going to wait back to center. Being bothered there by number 66, Cade Cordingley, and they'll create the turnover. Now they'll get it past center, but they turn it over. Bad pass picked off. Number 10, Reese Stenhouse, dropping it off for his partner. And he'll give it up to number 19, Isaiah Paul. Paul, we got a yard sale out there a bit on the floor. Tight pass in, and he tries to stay out of the crease, but nice glove save there by Konstantopoulos. Works it around the key. Athletics still with the ball, trying to get a goal here in the period. Got a defensive drop. Stays out with Konstantopoulos. Another key save. 16 saves on the game for Konstantopoulos so far. Being red hot so far here early in the game.
I think you would say he's been the difference so far.
Oh, 100%.
There's a couple of chances there for the A's that normally go for these guys, and he has been the difference right now.
He is keeping the ball out of the back of the net, and the Buzz right now trying to get another late period goal here. Working around is Boone. Boone has been a thorn in the side. Key top of shot, Tavares. Nice save. Rebound chance. It goes wide of the net. Picked up there by Peyton Booth. Booth will work it around. Tavares. He'll drop it in front. He tries a backhand shot to number 10 there, McNeil, but fortunately goes out of play. But you got to appreciate the effort on that one.
Yeah, anytime you throw an around the world shot when you're going around the other way, it's impressive. And
I don't even think I could do that with my own arms. Never mind. It's crazy how these athletes are so flexible. I can barely. Oh, we got an illegal check in front. And we got some pushing and shoving in. We're not. The Oakville Buzz are not going to like that. So we got a big fight here coming in front. Not sure what happened there as there was a passing around the corner, but looks like Bucktooth got a little too aggressive there. We'll see what the refs end up calling here. See on a replay here, down low. Oh, yeah, right in the face. A nice two-handed slash right in the cage there, right
Yeah, that'll always be a penalty. And then the little stuff after, I don't know if Paul's going to get one for that, just trying to protect Bucktooth, but you got to call the first one.
So unfortunately, the Athletics might get away with one here, as it looks like they're going to call both players, but the refs could call a major on Bucktooth, which could still. So we'll see if the refs see D'Souza and Abbott there discussing it with the captains there.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where from Bucktooth that might be a 5.
And we do some out-of-town score here. Orangeville's up on Kitchener 8-4 right now, and Elora is on Six Nations 4-1. Oh, sorry, 8-4 Kitchener, and Six Nations up 4-1. So that's a big score for Kitchener, you know. They're trying to find their way. Like I said, a lot of moving can be happening in the standings. We'll try to go over the standings in the next period, but a lot of these standings can still be moved around, and they're still talking to the captains. They're talking to Boone and Zach Toll right now, D'Souza.
I think talking about the out-of-town scoreboard there, the interesting team there, Six Nations done a good job all year, but Kitchener has really played well, and what they've been doing is they brought in a lot of new players, and it's tough to exactly get those players to gel right away, but they've really come together.
So it looks like they're going to call definitely a 5-minute major there on Bucktooth there.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they got him for the legal cross-check, it looks like, yeah.
So it's going to be 5 minutes for Bucktooth, and I'm assuming Paul will just pick up the 2-minute. Number 18 there, Braid Pitt. So he'll pick 2 minutes for a dead ball foul, and Bucktooth will pick up a 5-minute major for the two-handed slash. So working around, they got a lot of time now on the power play. This could be, especially because it's a major, you can score multiple goals. In tight, quick shot. Wilson makes the big save with the long stick. Another illegal check there. And this game is starting to get ugly here.
Yeah, both teams are throwing it around. They're going to call a penalty, it looks like, here on Galante out front. And there's an A's player holding his shoulder as well here. It looks like the call is going to be for the hit on Tavares.
Maybe worth mentioning here, the Oakville Buzz bench getting a little heated here. They don't like this call, and here in the crowd, not too happy either. So the Athletics are going to pick up another penalty. That's Isaiah Paul on the play.
It's right on Tavares' back there from Galante.
Yeah.
Right in front. Honestly, it's one of those ones where sometimes you call it, sometimes you don't. It feels like when you're getting a guy low, ball not there, that's probably going to be a penalty most of the time.
So the Oakville Buzz with a huge opportunity now. A 5-on-3 for at least 2 minutes, and still that 4 minutes and 45-minute major to Bucktooth. So this could get really out of hand fast. I know lacrosse is a game of runs, but this is kind of one of those moments, this could be the turning point of the game right here.
Yeah, here's a test for the A's, right? The first place team going into the playoffs, first place. What are they made of right now, right? You're down in a hole, and now you got a couple penalties. Let's see what they got.
Well, they are in a hole, and they'll have to work it around and see if they can dig themselves out of this one. Buzz Booth drops it off for number 13 there, McCaffrey. Back to Boone, back to McCaffrey. He shoots, the shot whistles wide. Nice little slash check there and trying to get it past center, but Buzz pick it right back up. McCaffrey down for Boone. Boone's got a lot of room. 5-hole. Does it stay out? It just barely does. Wilson, through the luck of the ball there, just roughly stays out there. McCaffrey down for Boone, back to McCaffrey. McCaffrey tried going for the backwards pass, thought about it there, and to make another pass. There's another backwards pass. McCaffrey up to Tavares. McCaffrey down low, quick shot. Wilson makes a huge save, and the goalie coming up huge when they need him, especially the 22nd shot of the period for the Buzz here. And now they got to try to kill off some time here. Last minute of play here in the first period. That's number 77, Pelon, working it around, and the Buzz will get it blocked quickly. 2-on-1 chance, in tight. Wilson with the save. Goalie coming up huge here, and the Athletic crowd going absolute bananas that they didn't get a call there. Coming back is Ari Stenhouse, the assistant captain. He whistles it wide, 33 seconds remaining. And the refs are going to blow the whistle here, and so far so good for the Athletics. They have killed off at least almost the first penalty, but still got a long ways ahead of them.
Yeah, Ty Wilson, the star there, jumping post to post. Been great all year. I think he's probably been the best goalie in the OJ, but he's jumping around. The end there is interesting. You just see him moving around. He's making tons of saves. This one barely stays out.
I think it's in. From that replay, that looked like it was in. I don't know.
It's really
I don't
close.
know. I think that was in. That looked like it was in. It looked like it was in, and then maybe I'm crazy.
That's a close one. An interesting thing to talk about here is that shot at the end by Steinhaus. One of those ones as a coach, I think it's a great chance, and it's not a bad look. But if you hold that and use the 30-second shot clock, what Oakville doesn't have now is a chance to call a timeout, draw something up here, as Troy Cordingley is. We can see down there, one of the great minds in lacrosse. Now, the A's have a great defense. They should trust themselves, absolutely, even though they're down 2 men. But you try and use as much of that clock as you can. Maybe Oakville doesn't get a chance here to score another one. And I always say in lacrosse, the back-breaking goals are at the last 30 seconds of a period.
Oh, for sure. You see it all the time, even in hockey. I always say those late period goals are kind of because you see the next team, when you get that late period goal, you come up with more momentum. The other team's so deflated because you go into the intermission, you're thinking, man, we let in another one. It's kind of changing. But like you said, if you can keep the ball out, Ty Wilson can do his job here. We actually haven't taken a look at his stats, but yeah, he's playing his 18th game. He's 15-2-0-0, 793 goals against average, 850 save percentage. He's had a bit of a struggle in the early period, but he's been key late here, keeping it at 2-0 at bay. But we'll see here with 23 seconds. They did keep the goalie in net. Sometimes I know in Junior B they like to empty the net, but maybe not with the 5-on-3 here. But the Buzz will try to work around. They got 10 seconds remaining. Pretty much the shot clock and game clock almost connected. Pass is missed into the corner. Athletics will clear it. Try to get it past. He got doubled on. And that will do it for the first period here on OJLL. Actually, the Oakville Buzz 2, the Athletics 0. We'll be back for more action here on OJLL YouTube. Welcome back, everybody, here for some OJLL action. Lane Dashko with Keelan Peon. Kaylin, what an interesting first period we had. Oakville Buzz with 2 key goals, all from Mr. Justin Tavares.
Yeah, he's the man to watch like we talked about, and he picks the same spot on both these goals. This is just transition. The A's got to get up 4 more. You're giving him too much space, letting him walk in the dotted line. The other one's the power play. We're giving, and then all of a sudden, same thing. I think you got to commit to his hands. You got to get right in there, make the shot uncomfortable for him, but he can really pick that corner, and it's twice low foot on him.
Now, what do you think the Athletics have to do differently here in the second period? I know they're in the top in the West. They're one of the teams. They're obviously we're the best team. They're only down 2-0, but what do you think they can do differently here in the second period?
I think it's simple for them this period. 1, stay out of the box. In the box too much there, especially when your best player's in the box. Never a good formula. 2, finish your chances. I don't think they had I thought they pushed the ball well. Thought they had good looks on the crease. Just got to beat Constantopoulos. And if you're Oakville, same thing. Just keep going, keep going. Even you guys bury some of your chances here because Ty Wilson made a bunch of saves.
We got a bit of a scoring update. It's 13-7 in favor of Kitchener over Orangeville. Orangeville having a rough one today. They had a chance to actually jump Oakville if they could, but now it's 14-7. I'm getting word from our producer now. Six Nations up 5-2 here. But here we go. We got a busy crowd. We're back here at the Canada Game Arena here in St. Catharines. Time of the second period, still 2 seconds left on the original penalty number 43, and then Mr. Bucktooth still has a good chance to sit for a good 2 minutes and 47 seconds, but I think you could agree that if the Athletics can just kill off these penalties, maybe the momentum can change a little bit.
I think it's a momentum-changing penalty kill, just like you said. This is that moment in the game here. I think what's going to happen here, so if Oakville can score, they're going to get 2 chances because they haven't scored once yet on the 5-minute power play. It means you're allowed to score 2 times, and Bucktooth still has to sit the whole 5 minutes.
Well, we'll see what happens here. The Buzz will now be 5-on-4 as one's been killed off, but still got to kill off the other one. They've done half the job, but here we go. Justin Tavares will drop off to number 22 there. It's Jameson Steele. A little bit of give and go here. Back to Steele, around the perimeter, getting the pick from Tavares. Top of the shot. Wilson makes the stay from the stick there. We're going to down air the Buzz here on quick transition here. We're going to down the floor. Here come the Athletics trying to kill some time. Drops it up for Zach Toll, the captain. We're going to know if they got to try to kill 14 seconds remaining here, trying to kill as much time as they can. Booth drops it off for Toll. Toll dancing around, juking and jiving. He misses the pass, goes into the corner, but they won't wait for the shot clock as they have 1:55 left on the power play, Keelan.
Yeah, they do a good job there using the whole clock. Toll's looking cross floor for Paul at the end there. It's a tough look, but like you said, you don't have much to lose there with 4 on the clock and you're killing a penalty.
And we're going to down around the perimeter. Here are the Buzz working it around. Kirchmeier up for Tavares. He's got both goals for the Buzz so far. Tavares, backhand pass. Steele with a shot. Good, nice big save. Dive Wilson goes out of play at Athletics ball. And they'll try to kill another 30 seconds here. Got the ball past center. A little bit of a bounce pass up there to Toll. Toll down near the benches here on the short side. Finds a pick. Top of the key, trying to find number 10 in there. Trent Meridian in tight as he's getting bulldozed over by the Buzz, and they'll pop the ball loose, and he gets it back. What an effort there. Back to Toll. They're getting a penalty here. Big opportunity. Send it wide. Constantopoulos, key save. But this is key right now. Do you let him touch it, or do you try to kill off as much time as we want? 55 seconds remaining. They got a fresh 30 as well. Athletics killing some time. Toll working around trying to find the pick. Trying to find tight. Shot goes wide. It's going to go all the way. Can they avoid the back over? They cannot, but now finally some help as the going to be a penalty going towards the Oakville Buzz, Keelan.
That was really well done by the A's. Starts with Meridian working on the loose ball in the corner, picking it up, taking a couple of checks. He gets a holding call against him there in the corner, and then they just keep working it. And it moves around. Toll makes a great, he's got this little juke where he winds it up and he almost takes a back step that seems to get defenders. But they used a lot of clock here, and now we're going to play some 4-on-4.
Well, I think, the key thing, and we talked about just before the period, was not allowing the Oakville Buzz to get another goal here. And right now you're 4-on-4. You get some momentum here. I think this is the chance where you're a top team to get back in this game using that momentum, killing off those 2 big penalties. But we'll see here as Tavares threatening here 4-on-4. Tavares trying to work around, finds a pick. His shot goes wide. It's coming to center. They will avoid the back over there as Charlie Boone, who's been another player kind of in the thorn of the side of the Athletics tonight. He's been all over the ball tonight. Giving up to Tavares. Tavares through traffic. His shot goes wide, hits the roof, and they're going to give it back to the Buzz with a fresh 30-second shot clock. Tavares will receive the ball. Down low as they spread out on the floor here. Working around is Jamison Steele. Steele up for Tavares as he sits behind the line here, working his way in. Spreading out, just trying to kill some time here now as they are now shorthanded. Trying to work it around, kill off as much time as they can. Tavares using his speed. He shoots. Big save there by Ty Wilson, who's been sharp ever since allowing that second goal, Keelan.
Yeah, I think Ty's really settled in now. The first two shots in Tavares seemed to beat him. Now he's made a bunch of consecutive saves, and he's got 25 shots, only 2 have gone in.
Well, nice backhand pass there for number 42. Give and go here. Athletics could really use a power play goal here. They have not been able to get anything past Konstantopoulos yet. Working around the perimeter. Up top shot. Goes off the foot of Konstantopoulos. Booth makes a nice shot. And the Buzz are somehow will get it past center before the 8 seconds. That was close there. They had about maybe 2 or 3 seconds before a turnover there. Good pressure by the Athletics. Working it down to number 25 here. Riley Woods. Woods will just kill some more time. 11 seconds left on the clock. Works it around the perimeter as they spread it on the penalty kills. 2 seconds as we are now back to 5-5. And a big chance there for McNeil as he will just lose the ball and it'll be a shot clock violation. Athletic ball, Keelan.
Yeah, good job by Oakville there. I think what hurt the A's power play there is, you notice, Bucktooth can't leave the box until a whistle here or a stoppage of play. He needs a full-on stoppage to get out, so no Bucktooth on the power play. There goes your most potent scorer. And
that's got to hurt you, of course. That's what happens when you take a major penalty. You got to suffer the consequences, and right now he's just waiting for a bit of a break here. But here comes the captain, Toll. He's got some room, time, shot off the crossbar there. And the Buzz pick it up trying to on transition here as there are only 4 back for the Athletics. They got to hurry back here. Being bothered there. Taking a nice cross, checking the nice slash. Still keeping on the number 51, Finn Morgan. Wow. Getting whacked away and still keeping it on there. Steele works it around the perimeter. Down for Morgan. He shoots. And it goes off of the shoulder. Out of play, it will be Buzz ball still.
Yeah, that's right off Jared Cook's shoulder. You can hear him feeling. Look, he's feeling it right there, but he's back.
Tavares getting 2-on-1 there. Stay out of the crease, and whoa! Here we go. I knew that was going to happen. Wilson gets run over, and it's a Wednesday night brawl here in St. Catharines. Here comes everyone. Even the trainer might get in on it. I don't know if I think he's just looking after the goalie, but nonetheless, action is picking up here.
Wilson's feeling it looks like. That's Boone crashing the net hard there. Looks like it shook Ty Wilson a bit. I hope he's okay. Especially, the A's really need him come playoff time. But this is just Boone making a hard drive, stepping in the crease before it even starts. It doesn't look too malicious. Looks like he's trying to get out of the way, but obviously you have to protect your goalie in those scenarios when you cross the crease like that.
So we'll see what gets called here. Looks like he's okay. Wilson back up. Looks like he's going to remain in the game. And of course, here come the refs. Have a bit of a conversation. I mean, we see one Buzz going to the ball. Of course, that's going to be Boone. I think that was fairly obvious there. But will we see any of the Athletics go into the box? What do you think?
I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. It didn't look like the A's did anything too out of hand there in retaliation. There wasn't any crazy punches thrown, nothing like that. Looks like they just kind of got on top of him.
Now, what I don't understand is I thought Bucktooth could come out of the game now that come back in the game, another stop, but he still stays in the box.
He must have got a 10-minute misconduct as well that we missed there, so he's got to sit the whole 10 there now and then wait to come out on top of the 5 that he got. So they really penalized him for that high stick.
That's going to really hurt the chances, but the Athletics will get a 2-minute power play. 15 minutes remaining here in the second period here. OJLL action here. St. Catharines Athletics taking on the Oakville Buzz. 2-0 for the Buzz right now. Shots are 21-25 in favor of Oakville. Top of the key, trying to work it away is the captain. Gets it in tight. Konstantopoulos, who's been the difference maker, to make another key save here. Oh, here come the Buzz. They'll work it around. Trying to get it past center. They just beat the 8-second violation there. Working around is Bagnall. Up for Tavares. Tavares now will Just keep killing time. Nice pass in tight there for 25, Bradley Woods, but it's missed. And the Athletics will triple team him now. Still just throw it in the corner, throw it out of bounds, and give it back to the Athletics here. So 1:18 remaining on the power play here. Athletics trying to get something on the board here. Toll. Top of the key, gets it down low. Toll. Down low once again behind the X marks. Toll. Back to the top of the perimeter. Working it around to the Athletics. Number 42 there. Aaron Booth. Toll and Booth. Give and go. Booth shoots. Oh, off the crossbar. Stays out. And the Athletics just cannot catch a break.
No, that's a great shot. He pulls it short side, puts his stick out, makes Constantopoulos drop to his knees there and pulls it short side high, just off the post.
They just can't seem to catch a break here. Well, they're working around behind the X now. Back to Toll. Toll, the captain. He's going to come up big here for his team. Around the perimeter. Back to Toll. Working around down low. Booth. In the tight shot there. Tried to make the jumping play, but it unfortunately goes wide of the net, and it's not a fresh 30. They've got 5 seconds for it, so they got to be careful. And this is going to be a shot clock violation. They'll just throw it deep, and we got another late hit here. Athletic player going off, took a bit of a hit in the helmet, but no call there. So Tavares will check the drop off here with 11 seconds remaining on the penalty kill to Boone. Working around a steal. He'll pass it over. Working it around is McCaffrey. McCaffrey at the far side. They get Boone back. In tight chance in the crease. Oh, and Zach Constantopoulos. Sorry, Ty Wilson getting really aggressive there, and I think he's picking up a penalty there.
I'm going to have to see this one. It looked like he got him on the stick, but McNeil's reaction holding his hand makes me think a little different. And if it's a full wooden goalie stick coming down on your hand, this is absolutely a slash. Let's see here.
So now he comes in the... Yeah, whoa. Yeah, bit of aggressive there from Ty Wilson here. Maybe getting the emotions after getting run over, getting to him a little bit there. And being aggressive. He's going to take a slashing call, so Bucktooth holding the door open. That's all he can do right now is his teammate will join him here with 12:53 left to go in the second period. And, I always say there's good calls, there's bad calls. This one I think just goes in bad. That just can't happen. I don't know if you agree with me. I feel like that just can't happen.
I agree with you that you got to call that right there, right? Like it hit him right on the glove.
No, not like a bad call, but you can't do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're the goal. You got to stay more level-headed. Now you put your team, who are already down to nothing. Now you got another 5-minute major on the board here.
Yeah, the good thing about being a goalie in that situation is it's up to him now to make sure it doesn't hurt them, right? So he can make the saves here, but a 5-minute major there is a tough call.
The Athletics might regret this one as they work it around and stepped in the crease, so it will be Athletic ball. But, yeah, you wonder if the head coach there, Dean Coates, will have a word with his goaltender at intermission saying, gotta stay calm in these situations. Another chance. Constantopoulos falls down but keeps the ball out of the net. And, oh, wow. Buzz gets just run over there. That was 23. Matt Kirchmeier just getting run over there. So they'll try to kill off the time here. They got another 5-minute kill. They've already killed off one major so far, the Bucktooth. Now they got to kill off number 5 who's sitting in the box, and that's they'll work it around. So around the perimeter, 11 seconds on the shot clock because they don't really intend on shooting it. Buzz try to get it back, and another big slash. They're in tight from number 22 Steele, but it's going to be Buzz ball.
Yeah, Isaiah Paul, he's like a little Energizer bunny down there, number 19. He just does not stop. He plays both sides of the ball. He's only a rookie as well, him and Berard, so those two are working the left side.
Going to be a penalty coming towards the Buzz. Working around is the captain. They got an extra man on the floor for the meantime. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Working around the Athletics, trying to get on the scoreboard. The captain, Toll, trying to find a pick. He finds it. Nice backwards pass, can't connect. Athletics still with the ball, whipping on net. Goes off the shoulder, out of play. But now the Buzz will pick up a 2-minute penalty. And finally, Jameson Bucktooth gets to return to the game.
And you know what? You just survived about 15 minutes of game time, it feels like, without Jameson Bucktooth, and the score didn't change. So that's a good thing for the A's here. If you go that long without your best player and you're still down the exact same thing you were when he left, I think you're in a good spot. This is time to find the back of the net.
Yeah, for sure. And we will get some 4-on-4 action now for a full 2 minutes here. And this is looking pretty good for the Athletics. I got to say, even though they have had some misfortune in this game, they haven't been able to score, but Bucktooth right off the jump there, after sitting for 15 minutes, gets a good shot there. And here come the Buzz as we have some 4-on-4 action, so there's going to be a lot of extra room on the floor now. Tavares, who has for only 2 goals of the game so far, works it down low for Kirchmeier. Kirchmeier working it around. Gives it off to his partner there. Back to Kirchmeier. Up for Tavares. Trying to find Kirchmeier in tight. Picked up there by Boone. Boone working around, duking and diving. He shoots! Nice save there by Ty Wilson. Athletic coming down the floor quickly. Bucktooth calling for it in the corner. Bucktooth trying to find a pick. Bucktooth must have a lot of stamina after sitting for, like you said, almost 15 minutes. Gives it back to Bucktooth. Trying to find a tight chance. Stays out of the net. Constantopoulos staying sharp there. The captain with a fresh 30 here. Zach Toll, another catch in tight. A big hit from behind. Going to be Athletic ball.
A's are getting tons of looks right now. Constantopoulos has been fantastic.
Well, that's what happens when you kill off some major penalties and you don't let it go in. Like you said, feeds the momentum. Feeds that momentum train. And here come the Athletics with some pressure. Still 4-on-4 for 39 seconds before they go back shorthanded to pass in the corner. Missed there to the captain. Buzzer trying to pick it up. They finally will. Can they capitalize on something here? About a 4-on-1. They got to come back quickly. And you see the rush from the Athletics here getting back on the floor here. Tavares, the difference maker in this game so far. Drops it up for number 25, Riley Woods. Gives it down back to Woods. Woods juking and driving. He shoots. Oh, that beats Wilson, but doesn't beat him past the net there. Picked up their fresh 30 for the Buzz. Look at the shot clock. They will get a power play now once again, as they're back on a power play for 1:33. Can they capitalize on one of these big penalties? They haven't been able to yet. Tavares down low. Working it around the point. Tavares, top of the key. Works it down low. Shoot! Wilson uses his big stick, makes the save. The Athletics trying to come back here, kill off some more time. Got a bit of a yard sale. Got a stick lying on the floor here. Athletics trying to get the ball. They got 20 seconds to kill here. 1:06 remaining on the penalty kill. Gives it up to number 9, Stenhouse. Stenhouse works it down low along the short side. Back to Bucktooth. Back to Stenhouse. Stenhouse. Bucktooth trying to set a pick. Stenhouse shoots. Constantopoulos makes another big save. Bucktooth putting on some pressure here. And the Buzz will get it past with 45 seconds remaining here on the power play.
Yeah, it feels like the last chance here for Oakville to capitalize on one of these 5-minute power plays. They've had 2, no goals.
It's crazy. You've had 10 minutes of power play and no goals on it. Tavares down low. Back to Tavares. Tavares down low, give and go. Back to Tavares. Tavares again, give and go. Pass in tight, shot. Goes wide. Athletics clear it. Can they kill it off? They got 21 seconds to kill. They whistle it all the way down the floor. Bit of a transition for the Athletics. Pass down low for Toll. Looks like they're going to kill off another major penalty here. Toll shoots. Nice save by Constantopoulos, and it will remain Athletic ball. And once again, the Athletics kill off another 5-minute penalty.
Yeah, fantastic job by them. Ty Wilson puts in a good shift there, even though he's the one who took the 5-minute penalty. He says, that's all right. I'll make all the stops.
So he's back out of the net. Constantopoulos makes a save. We're back to 5-on-5 action here. Athletics are trying to get something down low. They're going to get another power play, looks like, for their efforts here as Wilson comes off the floor quickly. So it's 6-on-5. Can they capitalize? 7:32, more than halfway through this game here. Toll down low up to the perimeter. A lot of pressure. Goes off a body out of play, but of course, the key thing here is that Athletics get a power play on the play.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones now where it feels like they can settle a little bit, right? Play's been going back and forth. There's been a 5-minute, a 2-minute. It's kind of been going back and forth, and now the A's can kind of set it up. Bucktooth's back. They can set up their good power play looks, and they can find something they really like.
So it's going to be 2 minutes for holding on the play. As we'll see here on the replay in the corner there. Yep. That's number 3 on the play. Thomas Bagnall is getting a little caught up in the corner there.
Yeah, anytime you put your arm around a guy, the refs are looking, and if Paul does a good job of almost, not going to say selling it, but getting his head up, showing that it is, stopping his movement.
I thought it was just like a nice brotherly hug, but I guess the refs don't see it the same way that I do. But that's kind of like that's kind of a low end penalty for lacrosse. But the way the calls have gone, I'm not surprised the Athletics maybe getting a bit of a call in their favor this way there.
Yeah, it's not that the calls against St. Catharines have been bad. I think both 5 minutes were 5-minute penalties. They really were. I mean, though. But they have been going against them. I agree with you, right? So now it's maybe time for the A's to get one. And, if they can bury on this power play, I think it hurts Oakville. Troy Cordingley will be working on the power play, probably at intermission, of like, hey, we had chances to honestly put this game away pretty early.
For sure.
And now the A's have a chance to get it within one.
It's going to be funny when we look back here in the third period at the score. You could both be saying the same thing. It could be coming down to those 10 minutes and not being able to score. But the thing is, the Athletics still have to break the donut here on the scoreboard. They've got 31 shots on Constantopoulos. Nothing to show for it, but they're working it around the perimeters. They got 2 behind the X, 3 around the perimeters there. Passing it, trying to find something. Toll will take a pick. Top shot. Constantopoulos off the post, keeps it out again. 30-second shot stays out. Constantopoulos keeping this a shutout game. The Buzz now going to work here on the PK. They got 22 seconds to kill. Buzz working it around. They're just content with trying to kill clock here. Giving up to Riley Woods. Woods, he's got some pressure. He's finding knock loose there. And here come the Athletics down the floor. Pass center. Trying to capitalize on the power play. Bucktooth gets the drop pass. Bucktooth up for number 42, Booth. Captain down for Bucktooth. Back to the captain, Toll. Back to Booth. Shot! Goes off the shoulder. Can they get the first 30? They cannot. The Buzz pick it up, and they will beat it here. They got a 3-on-1 race. Can they capitalize? Down low. Back. Shot! Oh, it's off the crossbar. Big chance there by Charlie Boone. Here come the Athletics working it around. Bucktooth, drop pass for Booth. Booth, back to Bucktooth. Trying to find his captain, missed pass there. And the Oakville Buzz will pick it up here with 24 seconds remaining to kill. 5:44 left to go here in the second period. OJLL action here. JVI Lane Dashko. Keelan Pelon on the commentary call. Oakville just killing some climb. You see the coach kind of giving it to his team there. Justin Tavares works it around. 1 second remaining, and again, another chance in Ty Wilson, and it's going to be a penalty, I believe this time going to St. Catharines.
Yeah, I think it's going to go to Bucktooth again out front here on Tavares. So, I mean, you got 2 all-star caliber players in here.
You can see him arguing, trying to plead his case, Keelan, but I don't think he's going to win it this time. Let's just see when I don't know about that one. I don't know.
To me,
that's questionable.
To me, that's possession. Give it to Oakville ball. I see what they're looking at. It's on the numbers. So, I mean, you got to be careful there. But to me, that's possession, Oakville ball. Let's keep playing 5-on-5.
I kind of agree with that. That might be a call you can argue, but nonetheless, St. Catharines has done well in the penalty kill, so hopefully they kill up. But it's been a rough game for Bucktooth, who usually has a little bit more, a bit better than this, but the emotion's getting to him tonight. Short-handed chance. Nice cross check there. The rest are going to take notice of that athletic ball.
Yeah, that's a good push by Galante. Ari tried to catch up to him as well, but it's the right call to shoot that, I think. The Buzz had a guy back covering Steinhaus.
And here's the captain looking for a quick chance. In tight chance. Constantopoulos has to turn around to keep that one out. Toll doing a good job peeking up the physicality. Buzz trying to pick it up. And they are going to give it to the Buzz here after an illegal check. Getting it past center, drop pass. Athletics trying to run on the field as they finally get set up defensively. Around the top of the key. Inside chance, big chance there for number 51, Finn Morgan. Fresh 30 though. Top of the perimeter. Works it around behind the X. Back to Tavares. Tavares in the X spot. Behind the net, back in front. Big chance for number Tavares, who's already got 2, looking for a third hat trick. Oakville in the X spot, trying to jump pass, and it doesn't go in, but you got to appreciate the effort there.
Yeah, it's a good effort. Really good job by the A's. Not worrying about the guy up front. Just kind of sticking in front. Looked like it was Pilon in front there. Just holding off the guy inside. And they're going to take that dunk all day in a 5-on-4 power play.
So Zach told the captain we'll set up things shorthanded now. Still 28 seconds remaining on the call to Bucktooth. Around the perimeter. 10 seconds on the clock. Trying to work it around. In the X spot. Still with possession. Drops up for number 17. Kennedy shoots. Goes wide. Shot clock violation, but 10 seconds remaining here for the Buzz on the power play. 3:33 left to go in the second period here. So the Buzz, Tavares has to go quickly. Tavares tries to take a pick. Tries to find a good defensive chance. He takes a whack up high. Here comes Finn Morgan to Tavares. Tavares shoots off the crossbar. And will be a back. Oh, no, they're going to actually give it to the Oakville Buzz.
Yeah, it looked like it was off the crossbar, right out of play, off the stanchion over there up high by the home of the Athletics sign up there. But, yeah, that's a great short side stop by Tavares. They finally beat Wilson, but just can't beat the post.
Yeah, Ty Wilson has still settled in. He hasn't allowed a goal since that second shot from Tavares early in the first. Tavares on hat-trick watch, getting bullied. Nice pass in front. Ty Wilson keeps it out. Here come the Athletics, though, on the rush. 2:55 remaining. Can they beat Constantopoulos? That's the question at this point. Working it around. Bucktooth needs to stay out of the box and help his team here. Bucktooth. Drop pass, shot, goes wide. Working it down low is number 42, Booth. Booth picks it up here on the short side, still with possession. Booth, Bucktooth, down low, back to Bucktooth, the pass is missed. Can he get it back? He does. He's only got 20 seconds remaining. Bucktooth, drop pass, shot, goes wide of the net again, and it's going to be Oakville Buzz. They just can't seem to hit the net.
No, can't get it. Looks like that lefty two-man side's working really well from little Paul and Bucktooth. They've been playing together all year. A fifth-year guy and a rookie who have great chemistry. I think it's going to fall for them shortly.
They're just having trouble hitting the net here, hitting the side a lot, but struggling to get it on possession. And maybe Constantopoulos trying to get to him. Key chance in there for number 11, Charlie Boone, who's been just a fantastic player tonight with the energy here. Here come the Athletics, though. 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining in the period. Working around is Trent Meridian. He drops it off. Interception. Down in the race is Finn Morgan. Morgan to Tavares. Tavares shoots, and he scores! Back to back to back. Throw the hats. Justin Tavares has a hat trick, and it's 3-0 for the Oakville Buzz.
That's a really nice goal. It starts with Wernarski up top for the A's. Just can't get the pass through to Toll, and it's a great push here. They push it up, and it's the last guy you want to see come off the bench if you're St. Catharines. It's Tavares, who leaves his feet perfectly. It's a great short side finish. That is a great goal.
Yeah, Justin Tavares just continues to be red hot here. 20 points now in 3 games for Justin Tavares. Well, he's got all 3 goals. All 3 unanswered goals from Oakville, but that's got to hurt for the Athletics. You know, you've been playing so well, and then you just let something like that slide, but here they come back again. It's going to be Athletic ball this time. Quickly down the floor. They would like to get something late here to just try to get the momentum back. Athletics will work it around the perimeter. Oh! Big illegal check. It's going to be Buzz ball here. We're getting it down quickly, trying to find Kirchmeier. That pass was wide, but the ref blows the whistle quickly. I don't think they're gonna reset here.
I think they got Oakville on a too many men call here. It looks like coming out of the box early on the offensive side here. Looked like it might have been number 22 coming out there earlier, Jameson Steele. Just left a little early before they got to the bench. And yeah, it is going to be a too many men here. So another chance for the A's.
So maybe rushing it a little too soon, getting a little too excited on the play, and unfortunately 6 men, and unfortunately you only have 5 unless the goalie's out of the net, and we all know he wasn't. So Lex are going to get a bit of a break here. So Cannon Schmidt will pick up the penalty. So working around, Scheitz. Another chance goes wide for Booth, but of course it goes wide again. Athletics looking for the ball here. What the ref's going to call here? They're looking for the call. It's going to go against them here. Wow. And Dan Coates is just irate on the bench.
Yeah, that's a close one. I couldn't really tell, so
it was tough.
Yeah.
Tavares, who has all 3 goals here so far tonight, been a menace for the Athletics tonight as they try to. They'll remain in 6th no matter what, but they can try to finish their season off with a 3-game winning streak. Of course, the Athletics are on a 7-game winning streak, hoping to get not let that get snapped here in the last game. Shot goes wide over the net, shot clock violation. Oh no, they actually get it back just at the buzzer. They're lucky, that was close. 20 seconds remaining here. They will not take a timeout. Short-handed, working it around. Tavares looking up at the clock. He knows he's got 10 seconds. Working it around. Shot clock actually isn't moving right now, surprisingly. 1 second remaining. And that's going to do it. After the end of the second period here in St. Catharines, the score is the Oakville Buzz 3, the St. Catharines Athletics 0. We'll be back for more third period action here on OJLL. Welcome back to the third period action here. OJLL and JVI. We are Oakville Buzz 3-0 on the St. Catharines Athletics, and once again, Justin Tavares has been the culprit with the hat-trick goal in the second period.
Yeah, not a lot going on. A lot of big saves. The only goal here is from Tavares in transition, just kind of off a broken play. Toll can't get back in time. And Tavares, I mean, he's alone on the crease. I bet you he buries that at least 8 out of 10 times. And that's the only goal from the second period. Other than that, great goaltending, great defense, great penalty kills, all of it. The only thing we haven't seen is a bunch of goals.
And of course, we have some updated scores here from today. Orangeville taking a real beating from Kitchener, 17-10. And Six Nations are up on Elora, 14-2. After tonight, we got Toronto and the Beaches, who are got a big game. They got to win to get into the 8th spot. That's who the St. Catharines Level play, of course, and it's Kitchener and Elora. But back here for third period action here. OJL here in St. Catharines. Lane Dashko, Keelan Pilon. Can the St. Catharines Athletics find a way past Constantinopolis? What do you think they have to do differently this period? They've tried everything.
They really have. They kind of thrown the kitchen sink at them. I think it's just about just sticking with it. As a goal scorer, sometimes you can grip your stick a little bit, thinking that the goalie's got your number. Just don't change anything. Keep shooting. They're going to fall here. You have to believe they're going to fall. But I'll tell you what, 5-hole hasn't been there all night, and that's another 5-hole shot.
Yeah, the shots are now 36-33 in favor of the Athletics. I'm assuming that lead will grow a little bit here. Oh, my. Bit of a hard hit. Then don't call on that one. They've called more physical ones than that tonight, but that one they let go here. Here comes 25 on the field, Riley Woods. Woods going to drop it off for McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets it up for Boone. Up for McCaffrey, passes missed in the corner. And it's going to be athletic ball here with 19 minutes remaining here in the game. And here comes the captain, Toll. Toll working his way down the floor. Trying to get a shove there was Kennedy. Kennedy will shoot. His shot goes wide once again. And here come the Buzz on a 2-on-0 rush. Can they capitalize? 2-on-0. Pass. Shot. Big save by Ty Wilson, who needs to be razor sharp here in the third period.
Yeah, I'd expect him to be good. He has been good. 3 goals in a lacrosse game is fantastic. He's just been counterparted by a shutout, which you almost rarely see so far.
Oh, yeah. You might have said the word now, so we'll see if. You're never supposed to say the word. I don't know if you did that on purpose because of the shirt you're wearing, but nonetheless, the Athletics, Buck2 shoots and tries to go 5-hole. Constantinopolis reads it like a book. But here comes Bagnall trying to get it up for Tavares, who's got the only 3 goals in this game. Tavares tries to fake his way in, gives it up for Steele. Back to Tavares. Tavares dukes and dives up to Booth. Booth working his way around. Down low. Tight coverage. Boone. And we'll finally get it. Wilson will air it all the way down there for number 93, Stenhouse. Stenhouse drops it off for Toll. Toll. Drop it off for Boone. Toll shoots. His shot goes wide of the net, but he gets it back. Fresh 30. Bucktooth working his way, juking and jiving. Nice defense there by number 71, Carter Drynan. Jump shot! Constantopoulos reads it. Athletics, like you said, throwing everything but the kitchen sink. Toll, Bucktooth, trying to juke and jive in. Shot goes wide of the net. And they'll get it past center. And on the race for number 51, Finn Morgan. Morgan now picks it up for the Buzz as they try to settle things down here. Tavares down for Morgan. Morgan waiting for a bit of a pick. Passes it up for number 13, McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets it down low for Boone. Tavares drops it off. Back to Boone. Boone in tight. Shot 5-hole. Wilson makes the save. Athletics coming back down with speed now. They got a chance down the left far field. Bit of 3-on-1 rush if they hurry, but looks like they're going to settle into their play here. Isaiah Paul. Paul drops it off. Down low. Athletics trying to make a pick. In tight. Chance. Can't get it off in front. And it's going to be. They're going to blow it down. It's going to be athletic ball.
Something to be interesting for the A's here. It looks like Oakville's following behind the net when they go. I wouldn't mind throwing a guy behind, playing some 4-on-4, just changing it up because right now like just can't find the goal.
And Athletics in tight, couldn't release the shot. There was number 19, Isaiah Paul. And he sends it wide. It's going to be buzz ball with 16:05 remaining. Shots now 38-35 in favor of the Athletics. So here comes the buzz once again. Here comes Tavares. Tavares waits. Tries to find the outside. Gets it down for Boone. Boone. Nice pass across. Working his way in is number 25, Rodley Woods. He gets knocked down. Athletics trying to make it back with a fresh 30. 27 remaining here. They get it off to Arrow Booth. Arrow Booth works it down for Bucktooth. Bucktooth trying to make his way in. He's got to fight off a defender. Bucktooth using his speed, trying to use his body, trying to fight off. Draw pass. In tight. Shot. Goes off the body of Constantopoulos. Finds it in the crease. And the buzz ball will work it down.
Yeah, don't want to get frustrated as Bucktooth, right? Holding the ball a little bit there. He's obviously one of the most talented players in the leagues, but let the ball do the work. It's going to find its way back to you.
So McNeil drops it off for his partner. Makes a pick. Down low. Boone. Back up for 22. Buzz working it around the perimeter. Gets it up for Boone. Boone on the outside. Being shoved. Fights his way into a 3-on-1. And lets it go with a shot clock violation. Going to be Athletic ball with 14:44 now remaining in the third. So the Athletics trying to do everything they can. First place in the West. Only lost a certain amount of games. They only lost 2 games all season. Might be losing their third today. But still a lot of time left. And anything can happen. Working around the perimeter. Bucktooth trying to fight his way. He's got 3-on-1. Bucktooth falls down shot. Constantopoulos closes the 5-hole there. I don't think they should just try a different angle, but the 5-hole just not working today, Keelan.
Yeah, the 5-hole is not there. I don't know what it is going to be to him. Maybe it's a twister. Haven't seen a couple twisters, but you know, bring your arms over and send it back to the far side might get him because he is dropping his shoulder.
Oh, a nice chance in tight, but the pass goes wide. And here comes back is Winowski, one of the new acquisitions from the Toronto Beaches. Trying to work it up. They got to be careful. They just beat the 8-second violation by about a second. Here comes Zach Toll. Toll trying to dance around. Gets it up for 93. Stenhouse back to Toll. Up for number 9. The other brother Stenhouse. Down low. 19. In tight. Shot. And he scores! Isaiah Paul finally breaks the donut. And the St. Catharines Athletics are on the scoreboard.
Yeah, a little rookie-to-rookie action here. These two have been playing together for a long time. And Isaiah Paul, like I called him earlier, a little Energizer Bunny, right? Just gets the ball here. It's just a quick step move, really, at the end of the day. Right underneath, goes fully horizontal, buries it far side, and maybe that's the goal now that can get the A's going. Maybe just seeing one fall, it can start to really come.
Yeah, Carter Dryden goes a bit too aggressive on the hit there. He finds the hole and just finally gets it past. And the shutout streak, we did say it on the air, and has come to an end. So I'm not the one who said it, folks. Blame my commentary, my color commentary. But nonetheless, it is a 2-1 game, and business is picking up here.
Yeah, you feel the energy in the rink pick up a bit too.
For
it's
sure.
Like the whole rink woke
you hear
up.
from the fans' point of view. So let's see what the Buzz do now. 3-1 now. They're down by 2. Shot. Big save. Gonna have to be big here is Ty Wilson. Probably can't allow another goal. Here comes Buckty. Oh, we can't receive the pass, but they still, he can't get it. Is number 27, Xavier Peters, who was trying to fight for the ball but couldn't get it in the stick. So 3-1 now. Trying to get it back. Tavares has 3 goals, and now number 18 and number 19, Isaiah Paul, has 1 for the Athletics. Trying to deke and jive is the Buzz. They like to get 1 more goal to try to, a big aggressive check. Illegal check from McCaffrey. It'll come all the way back. And here come the Athletics on the race back. Can they use that momentum to their advantage? At the top here, working it around. Shot and chance in front. Rebound chance. Can't bury it. Toll trying to pick it up, and finally Bagnall will get it out of here. Pass center. The Buzz have a bit of a break. 3-on-1 opportunity if they hurry. Around the perimeter. Back for number 21. Chance in front. Buzz ball. Shoots. Wilson makes the save, and it's out of play.
Yeah, that's a great shot there from up top. Right off the pipe there.
And Buzz working it around. Boone trying to let it go. He tries to find someone and fight. Got well defended here. Up for McCafferty. Drops it off. Big chance in front. Don't shoot. Over the net. Athletics finally pick it up with a fresh 30. And here come the Athletics. Down the floor with some speed. Trying to get back in this game. They're down by 2. Bucktooth down low. Shot. Whistles it wide was number 33 there, Blake Berard. Still with possession. Fresh 30 for the Athletics. At the top of the key, trying to get it down there is Trent Meridian. Drops it off for Bucktooth. Bucktooth shoots. And Constantopoulos makes the save. And here come the Buzz working it back. They're coming down with possession. Just 10 minutes remaining here in the game. Tavares drops it off. They'll get a bit of go. McNeil gives it to his playing partner down low. McNeil trying to set a pick. Tavares tries to go back to McNeil. Can't find the pass. Big aggressive play by the Athletics. It's going to go to their favors. They will get a turnover here as they run down the floor quickly.
Feels like it's tilting a bit towards the A's momentum a little bit. They're getting the better chances. They're getting shots on net. They're kind of keeping Oakville out to those spots after that shot hit the crossbar.
See if they can see if they can use it to their advantage. Pass in tight. Can't get a shot off his number 19, Isaiah Paul. Not this time. They still have possession, though. Shot goes wide. Buzz pick it up, though. 10 minutes remaining here. Here in St. Catharines as the Athletics, with a 7-game winning streak, want to try to go 8 games into the playoffs, but the Buzz, who've been red hot in the last 2 games, maybe they'll steal one here, but here comes a breakaway. A huge opportunity. Wanowski shoots. 5-hole. Constantopoulos makes the save. What a huge opportunity. Wanowski almost had one, but Constantopoulos just cannot be beat tonight.
No, that's a great play by Ranowski, too. Stole it from the corner, went the whole length of the floor. Actually got Constantopoulos to bite up top, but he makes a great save between the feet.
And chance, and they score! And that might be the dagger in this one. Jamison Steele with a huge goal, and that makes it 4-1. That's his 40th goal of the season, and that might do it here in St. Catharines.
Yeah, that's a big-time play here. Just gets down the alley, opens up the defender. Cook takes a little bit too high of a step, gets the arms out, and just kind of puts it over him. That's what you can do when you're a taller player. This is the chance from earlier I was looking at here. I think Isaiah Paul, he goes with the BTB. One of those ones where I'm thinking, could he have just gone forehand and shoved it down the close pipe there?
Instead of doing fancy moves, right?
And then Wojnarowski here all the way, like I said, kind of gets him. He does get the stick up, but Constantopoulos' pad gets him between his legs, but it was a great shot by Wojnarowski, actually.
Yeah, Wojnarowski playing, I believe, in his first game since being acquired from the Toronto Beaches. And what a key chance here for him tonight to try to get his team back in, but then it comes right back the other way in the Buzz, put in the back of the net. That could be the momentum goal. I mean, I know there's a lot of time left, but that could be the one.
Yeah, that's a tough one to give up after having such great chances. Like you said, lots of time left. The A's came back down from 4 down on Sunday against Orangeville, so we'll see how they respond tonight.
We'll see. There's still a lot of time left, and we know lacrosse is a game of runs, so anything can happen. But that's got to hurt for the Athletics after, like you said, being Keelan just having a bunch of offensive pressure, and then eventually finds their way right back in your net. We'll see what happens, though. The Buzz trying to work it around, trying to get their 3rd win in a row. Chance in tight, but stepped in the crease. Going to be Athletics ball, and they have to go to work now. Shots are 45-39. They don't have much time to waste. Trying to work it in tight. They take an illegal check. It's going to be Buzz ball getting a little too aggressive on the play there.
Yeah, just a little too much movement on the pick there from Pilon while Galante is going around. just, gets Tavares. Tavares goes down, and that's going to be a call all day.
So working around on the Buzz now with the ball with 19 seconds on possession. Jameson Steele works it around down low to his partner. That's Riley Woods. He's battling in the far side. Woods still with the ball. Shoots it. 7 seconds remaining and picked up by the Athletics. They'll try to come down. It's here. Wierenowski. Wierenowski running down the field. Drops it off for number 93, Stenhouse. Back to Bucktooth. Bucktooth will receive it. Trying to wait for a play to set up here. And Bucktooth still with it. Finally feeds it off. Trying to work down low. Trying to get something set up here on the pick. Chance! Big save by Consuelo. Rebound chance! And it's no goal. They thought they had one, but the foot in the crease. So the Athletics crowd thinks they have one, but they do not. Foot was in the crease, so no goal. So here comes Justin Tavares with 3 of the 4 goals tonight for the Buzz. Been the difference maker tonight. Tavares drops it off for Boone. Boone working around the top of the perimeter. He feeds it down low for Tavares. Tavares feeds it, still has it. 4 seconds. Tavares to Boone. Boone shoots. Nice 5-hole save by Ty Wilson. The Athletics are just running out of time here, but they got to get one quick. Thought they had one earlier, but fortunately foot in the crease. Here comes Stenhouse. Nice pass over to his partner there. Working it down low is number 19, Isaiah Paul. Paul. Nice pass across. In tight. Chance shot. Constantopoulos makes a save. Getting the rebound is Meridian as he gets crunched to the boards. Meridian in tight. Chance. Zach Constantopoulos again makes another big save. And he has been the story tonight. He's a brick wall in the net tonight.
That was an unbelievable stop. I couldn't tell if that was his arm or his post, but we'll go with the arm since he's been so good tonight.
Well, you got to beat the goalie to beat the goalie, and even the best friend can help him once in a while. Chance in tight. Another ski stop off Kennedy. Constantopoulos standing tall. 48 of 49 saves here tonight in St. Catharines. 6 minutes left. Athletics cannot afford to let another goal go back in the net. They have to try to keep the ball out of the net at this point of the game. Buzzer working it around Boone. Boone's got some space. In tight. Chance. And it's a goal. Peyton Booth puts it in the back of the net. That's his 10th goal. And I think that one's going to be the dagger in this one.
Yeah, that one hurts. A couple chances the other way. This is a great little 2-man game here. We go up. It's actually the 3-man side, and Booth just slips through. Pilon loses him on the backside. It just comes right to Booth, who I think he goes up then down, buries it nice and close.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Cannon Schmidt there for drawing the 3 defenders in there. And
I believe this is the crease call, and it's the right call.
Yeah,
actually.
it is.
His
foot's in the crease.
Foot's on the line.
So Boone picks up another goal for the Buzz, and Boone are 5-1 now. Both teams fight in the middle, and it's picked up by the Buzz here. Buzz continuing to put good pressure on here tonight. Had a hot start in the first, a good second period. They've had a hot goalie all night. Shows a bunch of whacking at it. Boone trying to keep possession. He still has it. Boone still has it. I don't know how he fought through that pressure there. Had all 5 Athletics on top of him there. 8 seconds remaining. Shot. Wilson. Rebound chance. Backhand in the crease though. And we got another pushing and shoving here. Oh, he's lucky to get called there. Number 14 on the play. Maybe lucky there.
If you're Oakville, that's not the guy you want in there. You don't want Tavares having to go sit in the box or get into a fight or anything like that at this point.
For sure. Here comes Bucktooth. He could be the difference maker in this game. Bucktooth shoots 5-hole. Rebound chance in the crease again. Is in the net, but unfortunately in the crease. And 5 minutes remaining here in St. Catharines as the Oakville Buzzer buzzing along here. Peyton Booth, who just got the most recent goal. Working around. Down low. Boone. Boone at the top of the key. Gives it off to number 22. Steele. Steele shoots. Shot goes wide. And the whistle's blown. And I believe it's going to be Buzzball.
Looks like a penalty here on the way for the A's. I didn't see it.
Neither did I, to be honest.
I think it's an off-ball slash to Steinhaus here.
So Steinhaus is going to the box. And the Oakville Buzz will have 2-minute penalty, 2-minute power play with 4:46 remaining. And they could really try to put this game away here. They may have already done so, but this might be this could be definitely be the dagger in this if they can put one in here. Working around is McCafferty. McCafferty works it down low. Boone just passes it around the X. McCafferty shoots, shot goes wide. Picked up by number 51, Finn Morgan. In the X spot, Boone. Shot from Morgan. Good save there by Ty Wilson, who, again, he hasn't had a too bad of a night. Just Zach Konstantopoulos has just been unbeatable tonight, except for that one goal. The Athletics are going to have to try to push now. Buck-2 shoots. Konstantopoulos makes the save. We're going to get around down low. Here come the Oakville Buzz once again. And they'll just take their time now. Justin Tavares, 3 goals tonight. He's just okay, kind of killing some clock here. Dropping off for McCafferty. Back to McCafferty. Back to Tavares. Down low, in chance, and they score! Jamison Steele on the power play. It's 6-1 Buzz with 3 minutes and 33 seconds. That's game. The Oakville Buzz are going to come up with a huge win here tonight.
Yeah, that's a nice little power play there. Looks like they get it up top here. Yeah, they swing it. You almost, a lot of times in lacrosse they call this vanilla, where you come around the pick and you skip it, and the guy who sets the pick actually rolls back to the inside. Because the top defender likes to jump towards Tavares there, thinking he's the threat. He's not. It's actually the guy setting the pick, and it's Steele in this case.
So more of a set play on the power play that goes to fruition for the Buzz here. And the Buzz, you got to give them credit. Like I said, they've been red hot the last 2 games, scored 15 goals plus the last 2, have come in here against the best team in the West. And it looks like they're going to steal 2 points here. As even though they will remain in 6, this might be a dark horse team in the playoffs. This team looks like they're starting to gel. Big chance. Ty Wilson makes a save. And for the Athletics, they had a 7-game winning streak heading into their last game here tonight, but unfortunately, it's going to come to an end tonight here in St. Catharines as their last game heading into the playoffs. Fortunately, is going to end up in the L column there. They go for a home run pass. Can't hit it as the Buzz will now just continue to just use the clock to their advantage and just kind of kill the clock here.
I think you talk about this Buzz team being dangerous in the playoffs. They really are, and the big thing for them, too, is there are a lot of 06s, so there are a lot of fourth-year kids. So this team, like you said, coming together now is a scary thing because they're going to have a lot of these players next year, too, to really make a run. So
not only are they going to be scary this year, but next year they also might be a deep threat as well. So you have to keep an eye out for that. A lot of whistling here. Not sure what's going on there from the side of the benches there. But 2 minutes remaining here in St. Catharines. Athletics down 6-1. Trying to get back on the scoreboard somewhat. Trying to just find a way back to Konstantopoulos. But just no matter what they throw at him, seems like they just can't find a way past the brick wall tonight.
Yeah, it's easy to pick the first star in this game. I'll tell you that.
It's either Tavares or him.
Yeah, he's been fantastic.
So the Oakville Buzz just continue to kill the clock here. Works it down low. Shot goes wide there from Boone. They'll get it back. Not a fresh 30 on the clock, so they got to hurry. 3 seconds remaining, and they'll just kill the clock and let it go with 1 minute 30 seconds remaining here. And here come the St. Catharines Athletics. We're going to get down is McKennedy. Kennedy trying to get something on the board, trying to make the score not look so bad. We're going to get up. Here comes Bucktooth, who's had a rough game tonight. Konstantopoulos, it's in there. Woolman almost finds that back in the net. What a diving play from his own teammate there to keep it out. And here come the Buzz again with a minute left. And of course, just willing to kill up the clock as they pass it around. Finn Morgan drops it off for Riley Woods. Woods gives it up for Finn Morgan. Bit of a missed pass there. Both teams fight per possession. And More whistling coming from the benches there. It's going to be athletic ball with 40 seconds remaining. And the Athletics maybe have one last push here. Bucktooth trying to build backwards pass. Goes into the corner, picked up by Kirchmeier. He takes a hard hit, and we're going to get a little more pushing and shoving before this game comes to an end tonight.
Listen, I only saw that quick. That didn't look like that bad of a hit initially.
It was pretty. I could be wrong. I think that was a pretty bad hit in the corner. You could argue a little undisciplined at this point of the game, knowing the game is over. If you're Oakville, I can see you being a little upset, but yeah, we're getting a big fight here. Still pushing and shoving. They're still going at it here in the corner here along the far side. They're still got number 3 there in a big fight. He's trying to rip the helmet off. So there's going to be a lot of penalty minutes here. And you think this is just frustration from the Athletics just kind of building up all night?
Definitely a little bit. Berard's always a fiery player. He's a rookie in this league, and he's not afraid of anybody. I'll give him that. He's certainly a tough customer. Let's see the hit here. I could be wrong. Let's see. I mean, to me, it's close, but it looks like he gets him on the shoulder. But
I think he hits him in the head.
No matter what happens here, you're going to start a scrum. It's the end of the game. You could argue, is that needed right now? Probably not. He doesn't have to throw that hit. But that's kind of just how he plays. If it's a 1-goal game, maybe you can make that argument. But when it's a 4-goal game with 5-goal game with 30 seconds left, I think that's just kind of the story of the game, though. If you look, Keelan, it's been just a lot of undisciplined player reactions. You spent 10. You had Bucktooth for 5 minutes. The goalie earlier, I think that was honestly, in my opinion, I think that was the key of the game because you killed off the 5 minutes, and then your goalie does something undisciplined, kind of kills the momentum after that. Yeah, you killed it off, but you spent 10 minutes in the box, kind of just not really having that momentum when you could have been getting a lot of chances. Yeah, penalties certainly hurt the Eights tonight. Even though they killed them, it's great that you killed the penalties. What a great job by the penalty kill. But still, that means you're probably not offensively. That's 10 minutes at least where you're probably not offensively very potent because you're down on that 5-on-4. So great job by on the man down, sure, but it also costs you on the other end. And not only that, we talk about how great James and Bucktooth is, right? 15 minutes in the box. You think about this game, 15 minutes. If you only get to 2 minutes, you have 13 extra minutes of one of your best players. Maybe we're sitting here with a different score. So I just think it was a little bit of the undisciplined, all this extracurricular stuff that wasn't needed. That kind of, Oakville, give Oakville credit. They've played a phenomenal game, but I just think some of this was self-hindered as well. Yeah, and it might have taken Bucktooth out of his rhythm earlier, right? Like you're missing 15 minutes of the game. You're sitting there. You're cold. Maybe that affects him. And to your point, I thought Oakville was really good tonight defensively for sure. Ty Wilson was also great, but they ended up getting their chances. But I thought Oakville defensively was really good in front of Constantinopolis. Well, 20 seconds remaining here. Penalty will be, they're just going to pull the goalie here. 11 seconds remaining. The Buzz will just not waste any more time here. 5 seconds remaining on the clock. And for the last game here, for both teams here in regular season action, as both teams look forward to playoff action, the Oakville Buzz finished their season on a high with a 3-game winning streak, and unfortunately the Athletics, who had a fantastic season, finished 15-3, but this one might sting a little bit after having a 7-game winning streak, loss going into the playoffs. Yeah, for sure it does a little bit, but now you just got to look forward. Both these teams look forward, look to the future. Oakville, you take a running start into the playoffs, right? A couple more left. A's, turn it around. You had a great season. You'll be all right. Well, both teams now will shake hands at the middle of the field. Of course, there's still a lot going on here with the OJHL wrapping up on Friday. Some teams still trying to find out their spot in the playoffs. St. Catharines still doesn't know who they're playing. They might be facing Toronto, depending on what happens here tomorrow. But nonetheless, of course, it's the last game of the regular season, the amazing handshake. And both teams will try to move on to the playoffs here. But I will say once again, Keelan, I think this Oakville Buzz team will be a threat heading in to the playoffs. But nonetheless, the final score here in St. Catharines here tonight, the Oakville Buzz 6, the St. Catharines Athletics 1. I'm Lane Dashko, joined by Keelan Pilon. Thank you for joining me tonight. Have a great night, and we'll see you later here on OJLL Action on JV and YouTube. Have a good night, everybody.